3D Boxing here at Matchmaker Extraordinaire Robert Tapia. You had so many good young fighters on this card. When you're making fights for guys this young, Juan Guajardo made his pro debut.
Right.
David Cardenas, Pretty Ricky Nunez, both in their second fight. When you're making fights for guys this early in their career, what are you looking for?
Looking for styles. Stylistic fights make great fights and make fan-friendly fights. So I try to match up the styles evenly, and everybody knows me as a fan-friendly matchmaker or as an aggressive matchmaker. So that's what I try to do. I try to match fights where the fans are going to get their money's worth coming in, and the fighter's going to have to work for his win.
And they did. And I want to ask you main event: Javi Fernandez, Clay Burns, two guys I know really well. Why'd you want to make that fight? And obviously it's a fan-friendly fight, but why Clay Burns this early in Javi's career?
I want to test Javi early. I mean, anybody, Javi is a great fighter, and a lot of people have to see his potential. And I wanted to exploit the potential that Javi has in the fight game. And Clay Burns is just an excellent opponent. He's a come-forward opponent. He's game for anything. So yeah, I believe that's why I got Clay Burns, because I've seen him in wars, and I wanted to see what Javi could do with the guy that was going to pressure him.
And Javi went backwards a little bit, which was not something I'm used to seeing.
Right. Well, that just goes to show you that Javi can box.
Yeah.
He's not just a fan-friendly fighter. As a brawler, he can box. He knows how to box. So, and I think that played evident here today, where he was using his jab and he was circling around and just going. Clay Burns tried to make Javi play into his game.
Yeah.
And Javi didn't bite. And that speaks a lot for Javi.
Yeah, Clay told me yesterday he's gonna come right at Javi. I was like, well, Javi's gonna oblige. Javi worked his angles and he went backwards a little bit. He fought a different fight.
I believe that style of Javi's fight, that fight right there that Javi fought, is a good style for Javi, because it's going to take less damage down the road. Javi was taking a lot of punches in early fights, and I believe that now we got him sitting on his punches when he stops, and we got him moving around, and I think this style fits Javi, well.
So Clay Burns, he's been in with Hector Tanahara, he's been in with Devin Haney, he's been in with pretty much everyone.
Right.
What's next for Javi, and how close do you think he is to that elite level, and how many more fights do you think until he kind of gets there?
We'll see. Javi he's closing in on that elite level. He's not quite there yet, but he's going to be there pretty fast. And I think because we're moving him on the fast track, Javi we fight maybe once.
He's still only 20.
He's barely 20 years old.
Yeah.
Now he's 14, 15,
15, yeah. And he just came off an injury, an 8-month layoff, or whatever, 8-10 months.
And he just came off a whole season with TCL.
Yeah.
So he did that whole TCL Team Combat League thing. He comes out here. 2 weeks later, he's in a big fight here at home, and I just think we keep Javi busy. Javi's going to be competing for a world title maybe in the next year and a half.
I want to talk about the other Juan Guajardo. A star was born. I had never heard of him before.
Knockout of the night.
Kendo Castaneda told me he sparred when he was good. When can we bring him back? And did you know that he was going to be electric like that?
Oh yes. Juan Guajardo practices with us. He comes. His dad trains him. He's an outstanding fighter. He's a boxer puncher, and he just comes out with. He loads up on everything.
Did he have much of an amateur career, or?
I believe he had like 40 fights.
Okay, so he had a decent amateur career.
Good, decent amateur career. But I know Juan Guajardo well because he comes to our gym, and I knew I had to put somebody in front of him that can maybe move a little bit. So that's why I picked. This Corey Frank that he fought, he had a great amateur career too. He was Golden Gloves champion. He was a one-time national champion. So he came in with the experience. He just got caught.
It happens, and he had a. When can we see him again? Well, you gonna bring him back in every card because he's gonna have a lot of fans.
Yeah, absolutely. Guajardo, we want to bring back on December 9th when we're coming back here. So I believe we will bring him back.
And then the other two guys, the other stars. So first, David Cardenas. Bam Rodriguez walked him to the ring. Kelda Johnson walked him to the ring. That's a spectacle for an 18-year-old. He kind of takes it in stride, but he's got a 2-time world champion and an NBA superstar.
Right. He's a humble kid, humble kid. He doesn't take nothing for granted. He loves life. This kid comes to fight. He's got great angles. He's got great boxing ability. I mean, you're just going to see some spectacular things from this kid, and we're going to be part of it.
Great feet, great angles. The only downside is 105, 108 pounds. You're going to have
Very tough to match him.
Yeah, so I mean, is it whatever? I mean, the guy he weighed today, what weighed 121?
121.
So I mean, it's
we
just
had to move him up almost three weight
classes.
Yeah, to fight. Yeah, we're gonna have trouble finding those type of fights unless we go to Japan or
Thailand,
somewhere like that. Yeah.
So I mean, at this point, it's 108, 112, 115, 118, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever
falls in is what he's gonna be fighting at. Yeah.
And then Ricky Nunez, superstar of the show, had like 10,000 fans here.
Yeah.
Everyone wearing his shirt.
Yeah, well, I mean, he comes from, world class trainer Ricky Nunez, senior, and what do you expect from this kid?
And he's got God-given power. He hits like a grown man.
Yes, absolutely. And this kid has been in the gym since he's 5 years old. So of course he's going to have that type of talent. He's going to have that poise in the ring. He's a very calm kid. The kid he fought tonight, he had a big MMA background, but he's a strong fighter. But like I say, Ricky's just got that talent that you're probably not going to get past him.
With Dave, being smaller and harder to match, are you looking to move him a little quicker than Ricky, or what's the plan for the two of them?
They're going to be the same fast track. I mean, we're moving them together. They're going to grow up together. They're going to move up the ranks together. So just expect them both to be in the same time frame.
It's an exciting time for San Antonio boxing.
Yeah, absolutely, man. We're bringing it back to San Antonio.
Robert Tapia, Matchmaker Extraordinaire. Tell everyone where they can find you on social media.
They can find me on Instagram at Wise Guy Production, and social media is just Robert Tapia.
Robert Tapia, God bless. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Gary. Appreciate you. Yeah.